From workplace bullies,
I'm sorry,
Hurricane Pete.
what an ass.
to the rudest staff members.
Their customers are not anything special. Customers are such like little bitches, and like all the time it's all about like.
Here are 3 employees from hell who got brutally fired on Undercover Boss.
With this franchisee opening up his second location, I'd like to learn more about their hiring practices and are they attracting the right staff?
Hello.
Hi, looking for Wes?
Wes?
The CEO of Buffalo Wings and Rings, Nader, went undercover to see how things were running on the ground in his restaurant, but he had no idea what was waiting for him.
I'm going to teach you everything you need to know back here.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Because when it comes to this, there ain't a damn thing that I do not know how to do in these 4 walls, okay?
Okay.
Okay, but you got to do exactly as I say.
I want to learn.
Okay.
The CEO was trying to observe quietly, but it didn't take long for him to realize there was a bully running the place.
So here's your super cool gear, man.
Oh, love it.
Pete is dressed like a dork. He's got the scumbag gold chain, the thick nerd glasses, and the shiny bald head. He seems very soft, like grandma's pancakes.
Soon, the kitchen manager started showing his true colors. He kept picking on Nader and wouldn't let him work in peace. Little did he know, this would cost him a heavy price.
If you're gonna work back here with me, man, you're gonna have to get the lead out of your ass. Let's get you in an apron. You seem kind of slow moving so far, so
I'm
I want
sorry.
you to
I'm
pick
gonna
the
try my
pace up
best.
just a little bit, okay?
Nader was beginning to realize that this man was creating a toxic environment for the entire staff.
Every time you drop an order and you're done,
Yeah.
do what you could never do on prom night. Tap it twice. I got a feeling you've probably been a guy that's been walked on a time or 2 in his life. Nobody walks on me.
The kitchen manager wasn't just being rude to Nader, he was making everyone's life harder.
Y'all are costing me about $10 right now on my tip. Waiting on chicken.
Well, maybe I'll just have Pete make all your food next time.
I'm sorry, I'll keep trying.
Whatever, man.
This man was not just rude, he was straight up unprofessional. But the real question was, could Nader control his anger without blowing his cover?
You were like a tornado.
I'm sorry.
Hurricane Pete.
What an ass. Is that how he talks to his employees? God, I hope not.
This was it. Nader had hit his breaking point. He could no longer hide the disappointment simmering just beneath the surface.
I do.
You might be the biggest D-bag in history.
I've heard it all today. I think I've heard it all. I've heard terms today that I've never heard before.
This kitchen manager needed to be taught a lesson he wouldn't forget anytime soon.
You can't ask dumb people to do smart things. I'm an ass, I'm a kid, I'm harsh, I'm over the top. Fear equals respect. You're gonna have to rule with an iron fist, man.
The time for this bully was up, and now he'd be getting the karma he deserved.
I'm not going to allow anybody to be bullied or be uncomfortable like I was. That is not the culture we're trying to set. But I can see clearly you taking no responsibility in this whatsoever.
I think you're spinning that a little bit.
You tell him, Nader.
I think I would have a better chance at success if we separate ways.
The man was ultimately fired by the franchisee, and honestly, good riddance. But if you think this dude was wild, wait till you see the next lunatic getting fired.
A delivery driver is a really important part of our business, and the reason for that is they're actually taking our products to the customer's home. So they have to be respectful, they have to be courteous, they have to drive.
Jane Grote Abel, chairman of Donato's Pizza, went undercover at her own company.
This is my driver station here. We're waiting on another driver to come in right now and get my bag.
Abel started off with pizza delivery, but while things started off smooth, it didn't take long for the cracks to show.
I have a really good time doing it. You would encounter some really weird stuff.
Like what?
A lot of people smoke pot.
Abel was frozen in shock, but the real nightmare was just beginning.
And they will invite me to come in for a little bit, and if I'm not very busy and I don't need to be super focused really, then I'll kind of indulge.
You do not. I can't think of another time I've been this disappointed.
The CEO couldn't believe what she was hearing. Still, she kept her cover and didn't let him know who she really was.
It's one of the perks.
That concerns me, though, because then you get back in your car and you drive, and you can't do that.
Well, it's not like I sit there and smoke for like 20 minutes.
Not only is it just not safe, it's only...
Being undercover was getting harder and harder.
I want to take off my disguise and fire him right then.
Jane was furious. She couldn't help but think about the risk this employee was bringing. It wasn't just about rules, it was about safety and the company's reputation. She knew she had to deal with this issue the hard way.
I honestly didn't even want to get back in the car with him.
You actually didn't really...
Should I drive back to the store?
Should you drive back to the store? No.
Are you under the influence right now?
No, I don't do it
Then I got a
often.
little nerve.
Jane Grote-Abel had seen it all, and now it was time for the CEO to confront the guy.
I can't believe you would, in your Donato's uniform, ever make a decision to do something that's illegal.
I apologize for that.
She made sure that the dude knew where he messed up and that actions have consequences.
As a delivery driver,
Really?
I don't want to make a deal with you.
Yep, the employee got fired. But Jane, she's got a heart of gold. So she struck a deal. If the dude could pass a drug test in 30 days, he could come back, this time working in the kitchen. But hey, not every confrontation ends with a second chance, because with some roads, there's just no turning back. But before we move ahead, make sure to hit subscribe for more entertaining Undercover Boss moments.
How come you got a job at Boston Market? Oh, that one's kind of greasy.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's right.
They're customers, they're not anything special.
Sarah Biddorf, the chief brand officer of Boston Market, slipped into disguise as Rachel to see the truth behind the counter. She wanted the unfiltered reality of her restaurants, but what she uncovered, she never saw it coming.
I fell in love with the people of Boston Market, not the customers or the corporation. Like,
You just really don't like the customers.
customers are such like little bitches, and like all the time it's all about like pleasing the customer.
This employee was an absolute disaster. No respect for the customers and even less for the job itself. Sarah couldn't believe what she was hearing.
I literally hate customers more than anything in the entire world. I hate them so much. They do. It's all about them all the time, and they demand everything.
Sarah couldn't take it any longer. She was fuming. And just like that, the undercover act was over. Sarah finally revealed her true identity.
So, Ronnie, I wanted to reintroduce myself to you. I'm not actually Rachel.
Who are you?
My name is Sarah Biddorf, and I'm the chief brand officer of Boston Market.
No.
And you're on Undercover Boss.
That's when it hit Ronnie hard. He was so done. What's worse is that he had no idea that he'd been speaking to the chief brand officer the entire time, exposing himself.
I got you saying a bunch of things about our customers
I did.
that are really not very nice. I'm angry, and I'm heartbroken, and I'm disappointed.
But of course, he wasn't getting out without a well-deserved lesson first.
Without the guests in there, we don't have a business,
Yeah.
and you don't have a paycheck, and neither do I. So I don't know if this is the business for you.
Oh my God.
Ronnie's face says it all. It is filled with pure regret. But by now, that regret won't do him any good. It's too late. The damage is done.
You might want to think about whether this is really the right job choice for you. And
I do enjoy my job.
Doesn't really seem like you do, buddy. After sending Ronnie home, Sarah went for a little chat with Neil, the restaurant manager. And let's just say she had some serious concerns.
the words, I hate our customers.
Surprise.
Oh, no, I'm sure you understand we can't have that. So
we can't have that. No.
We're going to need to terminate his employment.
Wow.
At the end of the day, you've got to respect the profession you're in. If you're still watching this video, you're going to love the one up next, so click here to watch.